Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name is Eric and I make apps. So today I want to talk about how long it takes me to do these videos. Alright, so today I want to answer a question that came in on the last video from Ravi Kumar Sharma. Ravi says, how long does it take you to make a video like this? So the video he commented on was the last one we did, which was called, should you get your friends and family to review your app, right? And it was a bit like this, it's just me sitting on a couch. It wasn't one of the ones where I'd go outside and film a little bit and put music to it. It was just a basic, just me talking to the camera type of thing. And first of all, when I got the question, I was a bit like, do I say, like, if I tell him the actual figure, would it be like, is he asking because I should be like focusing on other stuff? Like, you should be focusing more on your apps than on these videos. Or is it like, you should put more effort into these videos because they kind of suck? But eventually I just answered it. A video like this usually takes me about 20 minutes to film, about 10-15 minutes to edit, right? It's not that, and 20 minutes to film because you set up the camera, find the right spot, get the lighting right, or the best that I can given the situation. And then sometimes I'll mess up, or a lot of times I'll have camera problems or microphone problems or whatever, but usually it's just that. And then, put it into the computer, do the quick editing. I know all the shortcut keys in Final Cut Pro because I've done it again and again. And it's really the result of putting the reps in, right? So when I started, it took me ages. It took me ages to edit, even just like a basic video like this one, where we got the intro, where we got the bit before the intro, then we got the intro, then we got this part. It's just like, that's a very simple thing. I might have some things pop up on the screen from time to time. But it's very basic because I've done it again and again and again. But in the beginning, that took me ages to do. And I was also very self-conscious about stuff. And so on this channel, I've done over 1,000 videos. I think we've probably done like 1,100 videos so far. So it's like, it's putting the reps in, right? I was doing it for a couple years, once a week, and it was just a slow process. It would take me an hour, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours. And then it got to the point where I was doing it every day. It was like, I got to get them in, right? And there's times where I'm sure you guys could tell where I just phoned it in. It was like, even I would put it online. I'm like, that one kind of sucked today, but at least I got the one to tomorrow and stuff like that. And it's just all about doing it. And this relates a lot to software development, right? Because a lot of the times we charge based on the hour, or we hire people based on the hour. If you've ever gone on Upwork and put in a job and you see the hourly rate for people, it's very tempting to go for the lower hourly rate because they're cheaper, but really it's the people who have the experience. They're more expensive and they're usually much quicker. That's not necessarily always the case, which is why there's a risk there. But it's just the way things go. For myself, I'm much quicker at doing software development. I mean, I'm way quicker than some of the developers that I hire from time to time, and it gets frustrating, right? If I able to sit down and work on it, I can knock out something in a short amount of time. It would take them weeks to do, and you might think that they have higher quality, but that's not necessarily always the case. It's just the slow, they've never done it. And I think a lot about it. Like there's certain things in my life where I haven't put the reps in. Like my kids always try to get me to play on the console with them. Like, and I'm dealing with the controller, and they're going, Dad, just hit the L key, hit the X key, whatever. And I just can't. I'm looking at. I don't have the muscle memory, right? But with software development, with the basic video editing that I do, I have put it in. So that's about how long it takes me, right? And it's the result of the daily practice, right? I once hired a solicitor. I had to hire a solicitor to do a contract for me, and she said she charged like 150 pounds an hour, but she works quickly. And I was still like, yeah, but 150 pounds an hour, right? And I've even had clients come to me and say, oh, those developers, they were terrible. They took 3 weeks, or they took 3 months to do a thing that it should have taken 2 weeks to do or a month to do, right? But luckily I didn't. Luckily they were cheap and I didn't have to pay a lot for them. And you're like, yeah, but they, you probably would have evened out in the end. So, and for those of you guys who've been software developers for a while, the correlation there. One of the big things I constantly hear from developers when we talk about automated testing and unit tests or test-driven development is it takes too long to do. It's not worth doing it. right? And it does take a long time when you're just getting used to it. When you haven't done it before and you're doing test-driven development. And again, I'm not very good at it. But when you see people who have been doing it for years and they've been doing it again and again, it doesn't take them a lot longer. They just know how to do it. They set up that test, they're running it red, red, red until they get to green, and they move on to the next thing, and they have a total code coverage of their testing. But anyway, that's the answer to the question, right? If any of you guys ever wonder how long it takes me to do these videos, I'm not a professional YouTuber. If I was, I probably would spend a lot more time on it. And every so often, when I'm feeling creative, I'll go out and film a bit of video, put a little montage with some music in and all that stuff, which is fun to do. And I'm dying. I'm like looking for an excuse to get a drone just because I think it would be really cool, but I don't really need one, especially during lockdown. But anyway, that's how long it takes. For those of you guys who are thinking about doing videos, I highly encourage you to, right? If it seems complicated or overwhelming, put the reps in. Do it again and again. And for those of you guys who want to charge more as developers, put the reps in. Even if nobody's paying you to do something, I mean, the best developers I know are constantly, they're constantly coding, they're constantly tinkering with things. They're even doing it even if no one's paying them to do it. Just some of my thoughts for today. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe if you would be so kind. Anyway, that is it for today. I'll talk to you again next time.